remember this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown when they gave us our trophies, and we held them up for our town. And the cynics were outraged, screaming, this is absurd. 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown when they gave us our trophies, and we held them up for our town. And the cynics were outraged, screaming, this is absurd. 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving on. dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes. It feels like a perfect night for breakfast at midnight to fall in love with strangers. Yeah, we're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. It's miserable and magical. Oh yeah, tonight's the night when we forget about the deadlines. It's time. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you. You don't know about me, but I'll bet you want to. Everything will be alright if we just keep dancing like we're 22. 22. It seems like one of those nights. This place too crowded, too many cool kids. It seems like one of those nights we ditch the whole scene and end up dreaming instead of sleeping. Yeah, we're happy, free, confused, and lonely in the best way. It's miserable and magical. Oh yeah, tonight's the night when we forget about the heartbreaks. It's time. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Everything will be alright if you keep me next to you. You don't know about me, but I'll bet you want to. Everything will be alright if we just keep dancing like we're 22. 22. I don't know about you. 22. Feels like one of those nights we ditch the whole scene. It feels like one of those nights we won't be sleeping. It feels like one of those nights you look like bad news. I gotta have you. I gotta have you. I said, remember this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown. When they gave us our trophies and Always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the remember this moment in the back of my mind. The time we stood with our shaking hands, the crowds in stands went wild. We were the kings and the queens, and they read off our names. The night you danced like you knew our lives would never be the same. You held your head like a hero on a history book page. It was the end of a decade, but the start of an age. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I said, remember this feeling. I passed the pictures around of all the years that we stood there on the sidelines, wishing for right now. We are the kings and the queens. You traded your baseball cap for a crown when they gave us our trophies, and we held them up for our town. And the cynics were outraged, screaming, this is absurd. 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped up jeans got to rule the world. Long live the walls we crashed through, all the kingdom lights shine just for me and you. I was screaming, long live all the magic we made, and bring on all the pretenders. I'm not afraid. Long live all the mountains we moved. I had the time of my life fighting dragons with you. I was screaming, long live that look on your face, and bring on all the pretenders. One day we will be remembered. I always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. I always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful always knew this day would come. We'd be standing one by one with our future in our hands. So many dreams, so many plans. Always knew after all these years there'd be laughter, there'd be tears, but never thought I'd walk away with so much joy but so much pain. And it's so hard to say goodbye, but yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment. So glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember another chapter in the book. Can't go back, but you can look. And there we are on every page. Memories I'll always save. Up ahead, only open doors. Who knows what we're heading towards? I wish you love, I wish you luck. For you the world just opens up. But it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone. We gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment. So glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. Every day that we had, all the good, all the bad, I'll keep them here inside. All the times that we shared, every place, everywhere, you touched my life. Yeah, one day we'll look back, we'll smile and we'll laugh, but right now we just cry. 'Cause it's so hard to say goodbye. Yesterday's gone, we gotta keep moving on. I'm so thankful for the moment. So glad I got to know you. The times that we had, I'll keep like a photograph and hold you in my heart forever. I'll always remember you. It feels like a perfect night to dress up like hipsters and make fun of our exes. It feels like a perfect night for breakfast and midnight.
Welcome, students. You all look so beautiful today. Good evening, Mustangs. I am Carmen Gelman. I go by she, her, ella pronouns, and I am the principal of Milwaukie High School and Milwaukie Academy of the Arts. Buenas noches y bienvenidos. Soy Carmen Gelman. Respondo al pronombre ella. Soy la directora de Escuela Secundaria de Milwaukie y Academia de Artes de Milwaukie. Welcome, everybody. We are very grateful that you're here today and that this night has been made possible by everyone here. Thank you so much for joining us on this beautiful evening. At this time, I'd like to take a moment for a land acknowledgement. The purpose of a land acknowledgement comes from Indigenous traditions as a way to show respect for Indigenous and Native peoples and serves to recognize their enduring and continuing relationships as stewards of the land that was theirs from time immemorial. An authentic and co-created land acknowledgement also is a public and respectful recognition of Indigenous and Native communities and a way to make present their histories and stories that have often been minimized or erased. We'd like to express our gratitude to colleagues here in the Northwest region of Oregon, specifically the Hillsborough School District and Beaverton School District, for sharing the processes that they took with their communities in crafting their district's land acknowledgement, which informed the acknowledgement we are giving today. We acknowledge the land on which the Portland metro area rests, on traditional village sites of the Multnomah, Wasco, Cowlitz, Cathlamet, Clackamas, bands of Chinook, Tualatin, Kalapuya, Molalla, and many other tribes who made their homes along the Columbia River, creating communities. We take this opportunity to offer gratitude for the ability to learn, work, and be a community on this land. And we offer thanks to the original caretakers of this region. We recognize the historic policies of colonization, genocide, and relocation and assimilation that affected Indigenous and Native families, both past and present, and that will affect those in the future, and honor the resilience and revitalization of our Indigenous and Native communities. We pay our respects to the elders, both past and present, who have been stewards of this land throughout the generations. Thank you. This evening, I would like to acknowledge and thank our board of directors, Libra Ford, Stephen Schrodel, Orlando Perez, Mitzi Bauer, Kathy Way, Tori McVeigh, and Gina Benaloga for all of their support of this graduating class. Whether they are on the stage, in the audience, or behind the scenes, this evening we appreciate your efforts on behalf of our students. I would also like to thank Superintendent James and Assistant Superintendent Dibley for their leadership, who are also here with us for this momentous occasion. I would also like to take this time to give a special thank you to our counselors, teachers, administrators, and support staff for all that you do to ensure that our students not only graduate, but that they leave us with the skills necessary for life and that they know they are loved. I'd like to give a special thanks to Kate Studi for taking care of all the details that make this night possible. Kate is one of those special people. Kate is always there to help, and she does it with a smile. I'd also like to thank Carla Branson, who works tirelessly behind the scenes to make all of our graduations possible. So thank you, Carla Branson. Lastly, I would like to thank Counselor Roberto Aguilar, who took on the senior class while still supporting all of his 10th graders. This night would not have been possible without all three of you. To all of my staff, thank you for showing up every single day with an open and fiercely loving heart. Finally, parents, guardians, family, and friends, this is your celebration too. Because of the love, support, mentorship, and guidance that you've given throughout the past 13 years, you too have made this night possible, and a night of celebration as we witness the class of 2022 transition from adolescence to young adulthood. It's a special night indeed. Congratulations on the success of your students. And now to our guests of honor, our babies sitting in front of me. Hello, Milwaukie High School and Milwaukie Academy of the Arts, graduating class of 2022. Welcome to your graduation. The culmination of the last 13 years of exploration, evolution, and achievement. We gather here to honor your accomplishments, your commitment, and most of all, we honor the amazing young adults that each of you have become. 4 years ago, you entered the halls of Milwaukie for the first time. Your journey from then to where you sit here today has been anything but typical. Early on, you adapted to the impacts of new campus construction. Instead of socializing between classes in locker-lined hallways, you braved the elements and navigated the collection of portables. Instead of side-by-side desks and shared tables in the cafeteria, you shifted to screens and online learning. And in your final year, you returned to in-school and entered into new and unknown spaces. Instead of 4 years of familiar spaces, you had to relearn and redefine in-person interactions and rebuild relationships in new ways. Sitting here and looking back on all that you've endured and overcome, your path has been nothing like the traditional high school experience. But it is my hope that instead of focusing on the memories that you may have missed during your time at Milwaukie, I hope that you will reflect back on these years with pride. Never forget that only under the most intense pressures can diamonds ever form. And like diamonds, as I look out among you today, you positively shine. Like diamonds in the sky. Through the adversity and change, you remained focused on where you sit here today, your graduation. You never lost sight of that goal, the tenacity, resiliency, and creativity that you have cultivated in that pursuit will serve you for years to come and carry you through untold challenges that lie before you. As your principal, I have always felt a unique personal connection with you, class of 2022. As you embarked upon your journey at Milwaukie, I also joined the Mustang family 4 years ago. We both arrived wide-eyed and a bit nervous about the new place and new opportunities. But we eventually found our place in the Mustang community. We grew together, and watching you enter as 14-year-olds and now leave as young adults brings me such wonderful joy and memories. I will truly cherish the relationships that we built and your kind and loving hearts. I have been so impressed with how you've also grown to define and lead this community, and I am forever changed by you.
That's beautiful.
During some of our most challenging times when your community was separated and could only connect on screens, you held us together. When some of us started to falter and risk being left behind, you carried us forward. With your creativity, you translated our dependence on video into virtually hosted concerts and adapted to express yourselves in unique and beautiful ways. When your educators struggled with technology, you stepped up and became the teacher so that our entire Mustang community could adapt successfully. I am in awe when I think about all that you've done and all that you have become. Today marks a milestone in your life's journey. It is the first of many successes that await you. Graduation is the embodiment of all that you've accomplished and all that you've overcome during your education career. I cannot say what adversities and obstacles lie ahead of you forward from this moment, but I know one thing for sure. You, the class of 2022, are more equipped and more prepared to meet the challenges ahead because of your experiences over the last 4 years. As I look out for the future leaders of tomorrow, it is my hope that you continue to lead with courage, creativity, and love. As you do so, remember the words of Amanda Gorman. For there is always light if only we're brave enough to see it, and if only we're brave enough to be it. It is my honor to celebrate each of you as you start the next chapter on this graduation day. You have filled my heart with so much joy, and I love you. Congratulations. And now what we've all been waiting for. It is with great pleasure and honor this evening to introduce you to the beautiful and talented students who make up the class of 2022. I'd like to welcome our senior class president, Esme Reyes, to the stage. Esme has been an outstanding student leader, scholar, and activist for the past 4 years and will be attending the University of Oregon in the fall. She will be majoring in advertising. She wants to be able to work as a writer and editor. When she is relaxing, she enjoys playing tennis and discovering new places, especially in nature. She would like to thank her parents, family, and friends who came to support her, and her earliest mentor, Mr. Dix, for helping her come out of her shell to become the person she is today. Welcome, Esme.
All right. Good afternoon. My name is Esmeralda Reyes Amaya, and I would like to thank you all for being here with us to celebrate the end of a milestone together, honoring the hard work of the graduating class of 2022. Buenas tardes, mi nombre es Esmeralda Reyes Amaya y me gustaría dar gracias a todos ustedes los que están aquí con nosotros hoy para celebrar este día y el esfuerzo y trabajo de la clase de 2022. Together, we have been through so many ups and downs over these last 4 years. When we walked into our freshman year, our current building was nowhere in sight, as the old building was still being demolished. We completed our first year on the football field in portable classrooms. It was not ideal at all, especially in Oregon, where it rains almost year-round. The winter was challenging since we were outside in between each class period and it was freezing. On the days the sun would be out, we were blinded by the cheese grater hallways, as we called them. Our second year in Mod City was cut short due to the global pandemic of COVID-19. This changed our lives completely. Together, we all adapted to our new reality quickly while also doing it separately. Online school took a toll on staff, students, and families' mental health. For many students, we continued our year online, while others decided to do hybrid learning. All of this was unknown territory for everyone. We have never gone to school where we needed masks or couldn't sit near our friends, entering a new building on our last year to finish high school. Thanks to our staff and community for making efforts to make the best of a situation at hand and to try and return to normality. This wind. Being in student government was upsetting to not be able to host a school-wide assembly in years. We held an outdoor assembly where only half of the school was present for each portion. Then we held a virtual assembly in the winter, and I know the amount of work it took to film, edit each of these segments. And then this spring, we held our first in-person assembly with everyone in the gym. After all of this, it is the reason that I am beyond grateful that our class has the opportunity to celebrate our graduation together with all our families, friends, and mentors here to support us. It is truly a blessing that communities can once again be together. Even with all of these obstacles, our class rose up to the challenge and continued to keep up all of their great work. Having the ability to problem solve, without a doubt, is a skill I'm certain that our class has locked down. This will be a great asset as we move forward in our future. Oh my God. We all kept going, and we're here today as we earn our diplomas. For some of us, we are the first in our class to earn sorry. For some of our class, they are the first in their family to receive a high school diploma. I would like to say I am proud of all of you. To all the graduates here who are in their first generation to pursue a higher education after high school, I am proud of you too. Remember that we may be the first, but we're not the last. Taking this step allows other students to come to see that it is possible, no matter your background or circumstance, to achieve more. I can relate to this specifically because I come from a Mexican indigenous family where my father stopped attending school after elementary school to help his family when they were in need. My mother had the ability to graduate high school here when she immigrated when she was only 12 years old. But she was stopped there due to lack of money, resources, and her legal status at the time. My parents are my inspiration and have inspired me to never settle for less in my life. I want to make them proud and feel accomplished that their sacrifice to leave all that is familiar to them to enter this new country that hasn't always been welcoming, to give their children a better future, for them to know it was worth it. Muchas gracias a ustedes por todo su amor. Los amo. I am the first in my family to seek higher education after high school. I will be attending the University of Oregon this fall to study advertising. But while being able to say this did not come from an easy process, it was a difficult navigating through this new life that my parents could not relate to. Filling out college applications, writing my essays for these schools, applying to scholarships, and more. I was going down a new path I had not seen many around me follow. At times, I felt lonely, like there was no one to relate to. And I'm sure many of you can share this feeling, going through something you're not sure others can relate to with you. Thankfully, I had an amazing support system that grew stronger over these last couple years. I was able to be elected in student government my junior year, where I'm closing off as senior class president. These last 2 years have benefited me from leadership skills, building relationships, and connecting with our community. In addition to student government, I have been a part of Ascension since freshman year, and I would like to thank Ms. Avila and Mr. Aguilar for creating this safe space for our students to come together. You guys are the best. Ms. Avila was also my tennis coach for all 4 years, along with Kate Studi my first year. I had never played tennis before high school, and beside all of that, Kate and Selena have continued to cheer me on, both on and off the courts, celebrating all my accomplishments along the way. Thank you both. I hope that all our graduates here today have someone to cheer them on as they cross the stage. And if you don't, know that me, our staff, and everyone here today is proud of you as you cross the stage and receive your diploma. As we continue and go forth in life, whether it be college, trade school, serving this country, or going straight into the workforce, remember to create your own path, knowing there is so much possible, and leave a trail for those to come and see inspiration in you. Congratulations, class of 2022. We did it.
You can go back. And now for a vocal music selection, Vienna by Billy Joel, performed by August Weigel.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile. But then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You got so much to do and only so many hours in the day. Your passion, you got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time. Although it's so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad, but it's the life you lead. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. You can see when you're wrong, but you can't always see when you're right. You're right. And you know that when the truth is told, you can get what you want, or you can just get old. You gotta kick off before you even get halfway through. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. Take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. When will you realize Vienna waits for you? And you know that when the truth is told, you can get what you want, or you can just get old. You gotta kick off before you even get halfway through. Why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? When will you realize Vienna waits for you?
That was beautiful, August. Our next student speaker is Jontasia Sanaya Simmons. Jontasia will be attending Portland State and will be majoring in psychology. Her goal is to be a marriage counselor to provide people with a natural and safe environment so that they can really be heard. She enjoys helping individuals come up with helpful solutions in her free time. Jontasia likes to shop, read, and play video games. She wants to thank her dad for being a constant provider and pushing through all the obstacles that he faces. Jontasia.
Hi everyone. I'm very nervous, so bear with me. You guys all look amazing. I'm so happy to be here right now and share this speech that I have with you. Let's hope my hat does not fly off or we will have problems. You guys all look amazing. Class of 2022, just give it a second and realize where you are. Look around you, 12 years, and now we're here. I'm gonna hold my hat now. Sitting here at Providence Park, ready to throw our hats, I suppose, and start our new lives, all because of our dedicated work to achieve greatness. We all came to Milwaukie High School in September 2018, not really knowing what to expect. We had to endure being in little boxes for classrooms, then continuing our education at home for about 2 years because of COVID. Now finally, for our last year, we got to enjoy being in our new beautiful school and being the first class to graduate. The power of being in a solid and caring community really brings everyone together to be our true selves. Being at this school has given me the tools to understand myself and be my true self. Being included and being recognized has made me realize that I am important, and for a young Black woman who's 18 now, that's definitely a gift, for sure. Thank you. Being included and being recognized has made me realize that I am important. And oh, I already read that. Sorry. I am grateful that I've had the opportunities to dig deep and be really proud of my culture. Proud to be a strong Black woman and embrace who I am, and this has given me the confidence and tools I need to move forward. I will be a lifelong learner because of this. Prior to coming here, I felt small and that the world did not value me, unfortunately. That has changed, and I'll forever be grateful. Next paper. When I entered Milwaukie High School as a freshman, honestly, I didn't have much hope for my education because in middle school, I had 2 A's out of all 8 of my classes. I was not in a good place, but here at Milwaukie, I met people who saw my struggles and were determined to help me heal and reach my full potential. I never could have imagined that girl would be heading to Portland State on a 4-year scholarship. But I am. That's for you, Melissa. I will always be forever grateful for all the staff, teachers, and my case manager, and all of you guys. Seeing all your guys' faces is truly a blessing. Thank you so much for getting me here today. Seeing you guys in the hallways has been such a motivation. Thank you so much for being here for us, to all the staff at school every day, both in person and virtually. You guys all have a special place in my heart. Mustangs, you are special and loved. Please remember that, because I will. My life has now forever changed, and I've learned that my past does not decide what my future will look like. I am more than what has happened to me or my disabilities. I also want to thank, where is he? There he is. I want to thank my dad I want to thank him for, making sure I went to school and providing for me and making sure I kept up with my school responsibilities. I see him over there recording. I love you. Thank you so much. And Mustangs, to send you off on a high note, where is it? I have a little quote I would like to read you guys. It's right here. Where is it? On the back. So this quote is by Ralph Waldo Emerson, and basically it goes like this. I will not follow where the path may lead, but I will go where there is no path and leave a trail. Congratulations, Mustangs. I'm so proud of you.
And now, our next student speaker, August Weigel. August has been very active with theater and choir over the past 4 years and is a thespian president. She plans to take a gap year to give herself a mental break before going on to double major in theater and mathematics with the goal of becoming an actor. August enjoys creative outlets such as theater, choir, and her loving community. Once she's famous, she would like to start a nonprofit organization helping people with housing, employment, and stability. She would like to thank her parents and older sibling for always supporting her. She would also like to thank her wonderful friends for being there for her, and finally, her cat, Charles.
I love my cat. Where's my one? Found it. Okay, sorry, you can hear me. Okay. If not now, when? That is our class motto, a statement we have decided is representative of the MA senior class. It seems ironic. Notoriously, senior year is the time of one's life when the future is what importance is placed upon. You get good grades to get into your future college. You apply to a trade school for your future career. You work day and night, sacrificing much of your now for the good of your future. For most schools, senior year is far off the sentiment of if not now, when. But MA is not most schools. This community cultivates students, allowing them to move on to the rest of their life with a strong foundation. I was homeschooled up until 9th grade. My family has always been and is still so incredibly important to me. My mother was my teacher until I was 14, my dad orchestrated my extracurriculars, and my siblings were my classmates. The web of love that is my extended family makes me so happy. In the audience today, I have grandparents from as far away as Los Angeles and the United Kingdom. I was afraid to exit that safety net into a new environment. What I didn't know yet was I was entering what would become another family of mine. When I got there freshman year, my preconceived notions were all derived from examples of high school in media or dramatized reports from my friends. I was scared that it would be a place of disrespect, with evil Miss Hannigan-type teachers. Thankfully, I was surprised. My classes were interesting, the administration was helpful. The only big disappointment was the lack of spontaneous musical numbers in the halls. The students were kind, accepting people who made me feel like I belonged there. The staff contributed to this welcoming environment. Every year when I met my new teachers, they formed connections with me on a personal level, not just an academic one. Whether it was crochet club with Batistelle, giving elves encoded messages to solve, getting a laugh from Miss Desai at some silly joke I made, Matthews answering incredibly weird science questions I had, such as, can you live without bones? You could, by the way, ask me about it later. Or Miss Harvey Salick stopping me from eating citric acid. She wasn't successful, it was sour and painful, but I appreciated the attempt. Having a friendly chat in the halls with Miss Fusen, or just generally terrorizing Mr. Peterson. It was always nice to come to school today and see my teachers. Fast forward to just earlier this year. I was going through one of the hardest times I ever have in my entire life. My mental health was at an all-time low, and I was incredibly behind in school. I felt stuck.
I was sure there was no possible solution to any of my problems and that I had ruined my life and all my future prospects. For one of the first times in my life, I stopped trying. I was utterly discouraged and I gave up completely. But my teachers did not give up on me. I was urged to be candid about my mental health. I was incredibly reluctant to. It was embarrassing. But in the end, I swallowed my pride and I asked for help. When I did, I was overwhelmed by the response. Not one person told me there was no way to fix my situation. Not one person made me feel bad for reaching out for help. I was met with unending kindness, and I could never put into words how thankful I am for that. But let me try. To all my teachers over the years for inspiring me, challenging me, being there for me, thank you. This school has taught me to be strong and to be kind, that these traits are not opposites, but complementary, that enhance each other's function when used together. There are times to grind on that homework assignment late into the night, and there are times to understand you are more important than a perfect grade, that maybe it's time to ask for help. It's hard to accept it. I'm still working on it myself, but my time in high school has helped me get closer to accepting it. Ma supports the whole student, not just a student's achievements. If you are so focused on a goal far ahead of you, you'll miss so many beautiful moments in life. You'll work yourself to the bone and be nothing more than a skeleton when you finally reach that perfect life, if you ever reach it at all. The present is just as, if not more, important than the future. As writer and philosopher Robert Piercing so aptly put it, the past exists only in our memories, the future only in our plans. The present is our only reality. To my peers, I hope you can remember that. Let me be a little hypocritical for a moment and hope you can see through college applications, grades, any feelings of disappointment or failure, and look around. Look around us and see what we've accomplished. You did it. So take the time to be kind to yourself so you can make it to your future. This is the beginning of the rest of your life, but this moment, right now, is just as important as all those coming. Take the time to enjoy it. After all, if not now, when can you?
And now for a vocal music selection, Grow As We Go by Ben Platt, performed by Atlas del Rio.
You say there's so much you don't know. You need to go and find yourself. You say you'd rather be alone, 'cause you think you won't find it tied to someone else. Ooh, said it's true that the growing only happens on your own. They don't know me and you. I don't think you have to leave. If to change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Oh, grow as we go. You won't be the only one. I am unfinished, I have so much left to learn. I don't know how this river runs, but I'd like the company through every twist and turn. Ooh, said it's true that the growing only happens on your own. They don't know me and you. You don't ever have to leave to change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. I don't know who will become. I can't promise, it's not written in the stars. But I believe that when it's done, you're gonna see that it was better that we grew up together. Tell me you don't want to leave. If to change is what you need, you can change right next to me. When you're high, I'll take the lows. You can ebb and I can flow, and we'll take it slow and grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go. Grow as we go.
And our last vocal music selection, In My Life by the Beatles, performed by the Pony Pipers.
There are places I'll remember all my life, though some have changed.
All these places had their moments with lovers and friends. I still can recall some are dead and some are living. In my life, I love them all. All these friends and lovers, there is no one compares with you, and these memories lose their meaning when I think of love as something new.
Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them.
In my life, I love you more. Though I know I'll never lose affection for people and things that went before, I know I'll often stop and think about them. In my life, I love you
Thank you, that was beautiful. And now, will the salutatorians, Malia Heen and Mason Roy Hart, please join us on the stage for a special recognition. Standing right there. These scholars have balanced the busy life of very active high school students in and out of school and still earned almost all A's with the second highest GPA in their 4 years of their high school career. From Milwaukie High, Malia Heen. Malia is planning on attending the University of Oregon. She's not decided if she wants to major in education or business. If it's education, she plans on becoming a kindergarten teacher, so we're going to work on that. Malia has participated in cheer, basketball, and track. She loves spending time with family, friends, and her dogs, and would like to thank her mom because she is the biggest supporter and her best friend. And from Milwaukie Academy of the Arts, Mason Roy Hart. Mason will be attending the University of Oregon and will pursue a major in psychology. Mason has been on the cheer team, band for 4 years and has been very active on the equity team throughout his time here at Milwaukie. He loves playing and making music, being with friends and learning new things. Mason would also like to thank his parents and family for supporting him and his teachers for being the best. Congratulations, Malia and Mason, for a job well done. Okay, will the following valedictorians please join us on stage for the recognition of the exceptional academic dedication. Each of these students have earned the top GPA of a 4.0 straight A's, despite the demands of academics, athletics, activities, volunteerism, construction, a pandemic, and employment. From Milwaukie High School, Ashton Aponte. Lorena Canty. Mason Law. Victoria Lund. Lacey Nearhead. And Ruby Oaks. And from Milwaukie Academy of the Arts, Hannah Alvarez, Cora Bada, and August Weigel. Ashton Aponte will be attending Lewis and Clark and will be majoring in political science. Ashton is a member of the golf team, absolutely loves her cat, Pathogen, and wants to thank her mom, dad, stepdad, and cat for supporting her throughout the years. Lorena Canty. Lorena will be attending the University of Oregon and will be majoring in elementary education. She has participated in the track, softball, and cheer while taking a host of AP courses throughout her high school career. Lorena loves being around the people that she loves. She wants to give a special thanks to her teachers, friends, and parents for supporting her throughout the years. Mason Law. Mason has been accepted into the engineering program, one of the best in the country at Oregon State University. His goal is to become an engineer with a focus on mechanical engineering. He has always had a passion for it and has been putting things together since he was a little boy. Mason is also a member of the golf team. He loves hanging out with friends and family at family gatherings and barbecues. He would like to thank his parents, his engineering teacher, Mr. Slovic, and his English teacher, Mrs. Trokey, for supporting him throughout the years. Victoria Lund. Victoria plans to attend Clackamas Community College in pursuit of her Associate of Arts Oregon transfer degree. She enjoys playing checkers and spending time with family, friends, and her dog, Pal. Victoria would like to thank her parents, sister, Gabby, and her best friends, Oksana and Oakley. Lacey Nearhood. Lacey plans on attending Oregon State University and majoring in apparel design. Lacey has challenged herself academically all 4 years while participating in softball and cheer. She enjoys being in nature and would like to thank all of her homies for supporting her throughout the years. Ruby Oaks. Ruby will be attending Oregon State University and majoring in merchandising management. Ruby has challenged herself academically, is in the student government and on the track team. She enjoys spending time with people she loves. She would like to thank her friends and family for supporting her all these years. Congratulations. And now from Milwaukie Academy of the Arts, Hannah Alvarez. Hannah is currently working on getting into college in Sweden and is very close to making this dream come true. They will be going to college to study video design with the goal of doing this as a career. They would like to thank their parents and step-parents for always being there for them. They were the ones who made it possible for them to pursue their passions. They will always be grateful for them and for pushing them to go after their dreams. Cora Bada. Cora is planning on attending Virginia Tech and majoring in architecture. Cora was a member of our volleyball team and has enjoyed growing with friends and family. She wants to thank her parents, grandma, and friends for getting her through these crazy times. August Weigel. August will be taking a gap year, loves theater and choir and supporting her community. She is both a state and national honor thespian. August has been a leader throughout her time here at Milwaukie and would like to thank her parents and friends for all the support that they've given her. Congratulations, Ashton, Lorena, Mason, Victoria, Lacey, Ruby, Hannah, Cora, and August for a job well done. All of you on this stage are phenomenal and well on your way to a bright and prosperous future. We are so proud of you and can't wait to see the stamp you put on this world. Thank you. There you go. All right. Graduates, you have demonstrated through your actions the past years of high school that you are ready for adulthood. Your leadership has supported the community in a variety of ways. You've been involved in activities, clubs, community service, equity lessons, and cultural celebrations, organized assemblies, dances, and other events. You have been instrumental in Milwaukie continuing to earn recognition as an outstanding high school. The Milwaukie community is proud of you. Class of 2022, you are the personification of Mustang Born! Mustang Born! Mustang Born! And now what we've all been waiting for, the reason that we've gathered here tonight. It is my pleasure to acknowledge that each of these students has met the rigorous graduation standards of the state of Oregon and the even higher standards for the North Clackamas School District. I am proud to present the class of 2022 for the awarding of diplomas.
Alfredo Castillo. Gabriel Sanchez. Vanessa Cuevas. Bryn Mansell. Malia Heen. Ella Hill. JC Lynn Ostrander. Yesenia Ramirez. Eli Bowie. Ryan Burgos Jimenez. Melanie Yelitza Uriate. Kodia Rose Roberts. Aiden Bosman. Hannah Avilaz. Elijah Otero. Haven Knight. Triana Tiffany Howell. Anna Marie Howell. Ashton Stefik. Havana McFadden. Faith Tran. Areli Araí González Hidalgo. Alyssa Clara Bastidas. Lily Ann Rutherford. Hayden Philip Amborn. Zulema González Cabrales. Erica Brewer. Lily Snyder. Natanya Tilley. Ruby Oaks. Lacey Nearhood. Esmeralda Reyes Amaya. Seth Thompson. Cadence Kathleen Tanner. Zachary Isaac Tanner. Logan Gurneau. Chelsea Arciga. Ariana Thiel. Lucas Belezos. Mary Jane Rice. Michelle Valdez Benitez. Tylee Barasa. Hector Acosta. Lindsay Zavala. Ashley Bathieson. Brandon Acevedo. Britton Pulse. Alexa Jolina Vallejos. Sean La Chapelle. Ja- Jacob Cooper. Benjamin Wood. Zane Garvey. Brody Eli Thompson. Hannah Marie Walmer. Shailene Jane Wenziger. Caden Thomas Wenziger. Eva Isabela Ramos.
Sebastian Hunter. Ashton Aponte. Lorena Canty. Faith Canty. Alexis Ladd. Garrett Michael Deniston. Grayston Firestein. Raven Ray Willis. Caden Viegas. Mace Bosick. Leo Ramos Heredia. Adam Togorda. Luke Vito de Groot. Demetrio Navarre del Cid. Madison Deanne Grace Moore. Zachary O'Neill Starr. Isis Zen Maria Knight Hernandez. Anae Alexandra Hernandez. Yelani Ivana Enlet. Carlene Joyce Likudine. Jacqueline Lucatero Martinez. Ariela Sanchez. Brian Ratana Flores. Miriam Titi Princess Konate. Lily Lucas Dawit. Nico Joy King. Vidalia Dolores Flores. Morgana Eowyn Cartwright. Brendan Hartlow. Adrian Ramos. Gabe Hagee. Isaac Hively. Cora Bada. Madison Lankford. Lexa Marie Alondra Villa Valentin. Elisa Jacqueline Rivera Angeles. Monty Woods. Alondra Karina Aranda Martinez. Annie Baraza Sanchez. Brian Pelaz Santos. Joshua Santi Thompson. Ruvim Kozienski. Shane Brace. Yasleen Morales. Kira Thompson. Brooklyn May Davis. Joanna Albright. Adeline Moss. Jenny Hackenberger. August Weigel. Merritt Shaper Cutter. Lacey Osborne. Oakley Pasteur Price. Tori Lund. Wency Caboting. YQ Morjan Diaz. Avery Johnson. Juan Carlos Barrera. Nathan Mebrat DeCabo.
Atlas J. Del Rio. Elliot J. O'Connor Mullen. Lulu Rain McBride. Mason Roy Hart. Carmen Govela Flores. Juliet Buasira. Alicia Pagnoni. Gonzalo Castañeda. Cohen Dre. Kelsey Yaret Galicia Segura. Jontasia Sanaya Simmons. Aliyah Judith Baltasar Hernandez. Axel Matanya. Nicholas Glenn Martins. Jordan Helfrich. Alberto Bucio. DeQuinn Hicks. Jesus Ángel Martínez. Ryder McCord. Levi Mitchell. Randy Galicia Noriega. Brody Pierce. Ajax Steele. Sadie Copperman. Mason Law. Sean Patrick Millis. Oksana Gazinski Fast. Logan Simons. Michael Troutman. Jack Stevens. Emiliano Castañeda Ponce. Hannah Bassau. Parker L. Gates. Rumi Johnson. Jocelyn del Carmen Hernandez. Amaya Antoine. Mielina Estrada Tovar. Jenny Carrillo. Tristan Steinbacher. Julian Grappone. Chase Sachs. Alai Junior Falepapalangi. Makira Gary. Michaela Schindler. Damian Martinez. Blaze Walzak. Mason Mangler. Audria Oaks. Kyle Gomez. Ripley Archie Jean Sadak. Royella Judy Burge. Bonnie Allen. Raymond Glander. Hayden McDonald. Adina Wing. Karis Johnson. Aaliyah Green. Adam Schuler.
They have the names. I need the names. Yep. Thank you. Taylor McKenna Bergman. They all have cards. Michelle Alejandra Reyes Galicia. Jacob Munns. Now you're a runner. Amelia Sergeyevna Carmen. Olivia Kramer Rice. Didn't think you were going to be doing this. Natalia Destiny Messia Robinson. Milena Gama. Lily Colleen Crabtree. Sierra Sunshine Porter. Andrew Vladimir Eigentoff. Amani Rizik Abulawi. Jace Brownell. Deja Rosevere. Bale Bertrand. Berenice Ramirez Robledo.
Diana Maribel Vasquez Nolasco. Damaris Kenia Larrea Florentino. Jasmine Guerrero. Stella Callan. Jacob McIlvain. Andre Turner. Andrew Fardall. Carla Francelli Maximo Gonzalez. Diego Marizariegos. Miles Keegan Lee Buffington III. Colby Walzak. Francisco Mora. Francisco Sanchez Cortez.
Let's go, Francisco.
Isaac Anibal Carrillo Leon. David Gutierrez. Live on Moore. Jordan Bautista Fernandez. Mackenzie Klein. Larissa Fabianchuk.
Where's Esme?
Like all the players. No diggity, no doubt. Play
Esme?
on, play that. Play on, play that. Yo, Lloyd, drop the verse. It's going down, fade it cleverly. My home has got grasshopper creations. Bump like acting, no doubt. Put it down, never slouch. As long as my credit can vouch a dog couldn't catch it straight up. Tell me who can stop when Ricky's making moves, attracting honeys like a magnet. Giving them orgasms with my mellow accent. Still moving this flavor with my homies Muck and BD, the original rum shaker.
Sure to get down, good lord. Baby got you moving all over town. Crazy biz won't play around, cover much ground. She got game by the pound. Getting paid is a forte each and every day. True player way. Well, I can't get her out of my mind. Wow. I think about the girl all the time. Well, east side to the west side, pushing fat rides, and it's no surprise. She's got stacks in the stash. I stacking up the cash.
Graduates, will you please stand?
There's still some coming down.
What camera? Oh, I see her. Yeah. Is she back?
Okay, we got 2 more kids coming down.
Still got-
Good to go.
Yeah, okay.
We're good.
Nice and loud.
All right, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. Congratulations, graduates, you did it!
Staff, you are now dismissed. Congratulations, Mustangs.
Get your teeth smoked. Don't provoke her, 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 get your vocal, 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 get your.
Thank you for coming to today's ceremony. Please exit the stadium and meet your graduate outside on 18th Street. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. How are you doing?
Super. I was looking for that R&B